fellow adventurers, to our little spot on the internet. Join us as we explore our world.
Follow along as we share our adventures on the roads less traveled.
Simon King arriving. Elaine Bell's in Mount Admiral.
That one says welcome home. On the other side, that one says welcome home.
Because there's sailors that lived on this boat, Kaitlyn.
We live here.
This was home.
I'm going to show you where I slept for 4.5 years.
Walk. Kaitlyn, this is a carrier, an elevator. They brought the airplanes on here and they took them up there. And it would go from here to up there in 30 seconds.
What?
One of our commanding officers was Blackburn. All the commanding officers have the Marine that follows him everywhere he goes every day. Yes, he has a Marine. The hangar deck before you get out.
Christina, this thing went from here to there in 30 seconds.
Really?
With 2 jets on it.
Let me show you first. Come everybody here. Thank you. Let's wait for everybody. Alright, how many? 5?
Yes.
5. Go.
Oh, what's...
This is my home.
Good job.
This was his boat.
Alright?
Oh, look at that. Kaitlyn, look. This whole airplane is aluminum, but this is covered in cloth.
Real? Wait, what?
This is all cloth. Right here. So all this was cloth. This is all metal.
Wow.
We're good. And the reason that it was cloth, Kaitlyn, is because that way, if a bullet went through it, it wouldn't bend the control surface and the airplane was still able to fly.
Listen to it.
Yeah, I know what this is.
Are you guys the family?
I want to go up there.
Papa,
You will.
Papa wants to show you his bed.
His frame.
Boats.
His frames where they all slept. So see that number up there? It says AFF Sprinkler Group 3FR. So that covers frame 72 to 83. So the boat was built in sections.
Is that a library?
Yeah, it's a bookstore. And so when they built the ship, everybody had a frame. Papa has a frame. Papa stayed in the same frame the entire time he was on this ship.
Where did
Or
Papa
as they
go?
referred to it as the boat.
Where did Papa even go?
The bathroom.
Should we have let him go or no?
And they have one of my favorite airplanes in here, Kaitlyn.
They do?
Right there.
Where?
Right there.
The thing with the wings
Folded.
folded?
Well, all of the ships, all the airplanes that went on the ships had the ability to fold the wings. That one they could fold the wings. The Hellcat and Wildcat series, they couldn't fold the wings. The one behind it, they could fold the wings, and they could fold the wings on this.
Are those guns?
Yes, Kaitlyn. That's the Wildcat during the battle. So the reason they folded the wings is they had more room to store the airplanes down here.
I don't think we should have let Papa go along.
Kaitlyn? Really?
Yeah.
This is his boat. He's been all over this thing. Look at the supplies up there. This is where the engines came up through here, and all of this was all part of the exhaust system.
Wow.
Right there. The propeller is 14 feet from one side to the other.
Holy moly.
And this airplane makes 2,000 horsepower. Yeah. Kaitlyn. 3 50 caliber machine guns in that wing and 3 in the other wing for a total of 6. And see, look, aluminum, cloth. And then when they had to move the airplanes, see this hole right through here?
Yeah.
They could put a rod through there and lift the whole airplane up and move the airplane.
What?
Yeah.
These things, but these things seem so heavy.
Yeah, they're pretty heavy.
How?
Muscle. And this is called a gull wing, because when the wing's down, it goes down and comes back up. And the Japanese called this whistling death.
Why?
Because when it was going really fast, it made a really funny sound.
Whistling death as in...
Because it was the top-notch fighter for the Marines and the Navy.
Maybe? I feel like I'm gonna fall.
You're not. It's 50 feet down and you're standing on 1.5 inches of plexiglass on a steel frame.
Ah.
But this is where they brought the jet engines in. So they hooked into it with that crane and they lift the jet engine straight up.
Huh.
Cooks the dog just throw it over, we're cooking for dinner tonight.
Looks like that thing's like reaching up to us. Dad?
But that bomb elevator, we used to have a guy named Fry.
You know,
He was an ordnanceman, and he'd yodel. Kid could yodel. He'd get down to the that bomb shaft, and he'd start yodeling. You could hear him all over the ship. So.
hey,
Chances catch the wire we miss.
So you worked on this plane?
Yep. He did.
Maybe not this one.
Turn around and take your mask off, Simon. Ta-da! Right here. Say Midway.
Sounds right.
How come the phones and handsets have a lock on it? Because at sea, in rough waves, the phones would fall off, so they had to pull them and unlock them.
Huh. Oh god, that's scared. Simulation?
Practice, yeah.
Oh, that feels nice. There obviously needs to be some type of down that way. Look at the really long, clumsy ones that would like take down here and fell over. Ah.
There he is. He's in his dressing room. That's where they dressed up, get ready to go. Here we come around the other side.
Taken prisoner of war.
Uh-huh.
Killed in action.
Listen, hear the music? These are all the people who actually
Died.
lost.
Real life. What's that noise? Or what's that music for? Is that taps?
No.
Are these all the lives that were lost?
No, these are the people that had their names that worked here. They had their names, and then on top, they had their call sign. So what was the guy's call sign?
Blue tails.
Beaver. Quake. That's Papa's airplane right there. That's the one we were just looking at. That's the A8.
Wow.
And this is all the non-jet airplanes that worked on here.
Did it get really hot down here?
That's the C2 Greyhound. E2 Hawkeyes.
Did it ever get hot down here?
Yeah, it got really hot down here. Papa said more than 100 degrees
Why?
in the South China Sea because they didn't have good air conditioning.
South China. See, it's hot in South China. See what?
Yeah, it's hot everywhere. Kaitlyn. There's some more. Getting ready to go. Empty ready room. Instrument training. Top Gun, the early years. Crusader right there.
I still can't believe that you worked on this ship.
He didn't work on it, he lived on it.
This used to be our living room. Yeah.
The memory.
Yeah, this is his ready room, so this is his area. This is where they all slept, where they worked, everything.
Oh, wait, that's
Uh-oh.
19.
And now you know why Dad never went in the Navy.
Wow.
I chose the Air Force instead. Our airplanes are
Yeah,
bigger.
he just knocked himself out.
This is the officers in my squadron.
Here's his badge.
Don. Right there.
See this guy right here?
Stockdale.
There's Stockdale?
Yeah.
Yeah. David Ingalls, we lost him in Vietnam.
Yeah.
This guy right here,
Chuck Williams?
they called him Luger Lou Williams. They issue you a 38 for a survival gun. He carried a German Luger. His nickname was Luger Lou Williams. Crazy.
And that airplane right there is a very rare airplane because the Crusader, when it came out, was very hard to fly.
When we first went from F8 to F4, Lieutenant Commander Williams offered me a flight in the back seat of an F4. I told him to go to hell. There's no way in hell I got an airplane with it. He was crazy.
Hey, he's got your license plate.
Pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Hey, Kaitlyn.
What?
And just to prove they fly upside down.
So this was already running.
This was your what? Ready room?
Is he ready room?
Seriously.
What?
The cheese.
Here's the water. It's only 90 feet below you.
Aw. Wow.
Well, I'll tell you how much it weighs.
Paint mixing room. Hey, let's mix the paint up front and let it all go all the way down the boat.
Yeah, that's what they'd see. They'd mix it up, go 32 knots and throw the paint in the air, and it just. I don't know. You got the chain on, but they used to have a place here to tell you what the answer was.
Really?
And it was more than 12 pounds.
Right here, taking care of the 20-ton anchors. Each one of them weighed 20 tons, Kaitlyn.
Look, the old things are right here.
Yeah,
Chains.
yeah.
Is your challenge point?
That challenge point commemorates his world record. To honor our fallen heroes in the military, he actually ran 7 marathons on all 7 continents by the age of 10, and he broke that world record. And right now he does what is called Thank You for Your Service walk, where he walked from one police department to another and then to another. Like today, actually, he walked 13 miles from the CHP station, carrying our nation's flag to the San Diego Police Department, and he does this every weekend.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
Thank you. You know what? Okay, Dad.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Thank you for doing what you did. I will appreciate it. Listen. Anybody got one of my pens?